Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and lovers of drones everywhere, welcome to Thursday Night Live. Ooh, it's two Kens for the price of one. How you doing?
At a discount.
How you doing, Ken?
Doing good, man. How you doing?
I'm good. Good. Thanks for coming back on with us.
Thanks for asking me.
You bet. It's going to be a lot. We have a lot to talk about tonight.
We do.
Yes, we do. And I watched your stream last night. There were some highlights. We'll revisit those if anybody missed them.
Well, it depends on how long you watch the stream for.
The whole thing, of course.
Oh, okay.
Of course. Who doesn't?
Sure.
Yeah. But tonight on this stream, Brennan Edwards, B from Droner.
B.
You remember him? He's going to be on. We're going to call him
B.
in just a couple of minutes. In fact, we're going to push the news back just a few minutes because B is such a busy Hollywood producer mogul that he doesn't have a lot of time. And I had to call up his people, and his people, got back with me, and I had to fill out forms and sign agreements and waivers. And his rider. And
did they ask you to approve a storyboard before you had him on?
All that stuff. You know how the big wigs are.
Yeah.
So we'll catch up with Brennan, see what he's been up to. Not the least of which is he's creating more people for the planet. He just had a baby.
Nice.
Yeah. We got the viewer videos and so much more. And I want to thank everybody for the early super chats. There's so many here. Let me just put this up on the screen right here. Look, Mama Drone. $5. Thank you very much. All the Robs are checking in. Thank you, Rob Muller. And Sven from Germany. And TJ Grady. And Droner Rob. And I'm seeing right now Aviano Rob C. And Jack Weiser. And Dynadrone. And we'll get to the rest of those as it looks like there might be a super chat train pulling in. But first, something even more important. We need to know, Ken, what the hell is a Florida walrus? And go.
So Florida walrus, it's a land mammal.
Yeah.
They typically come out around golden hour, so it's like a 5:00 thing. So after a lot of alcohol has been ingested, they're usually on the suburban beaches, like along the shorelines. Not very long. They usually come after parking is free.
Right.
And they, typically eat whatever is at the barbecue grills, and then they disappear again. They're aggressive by nature. Some of them have teeth, some of them don't have teeth. It just depends on what species you encounter.
I think I saw a BBC special on these.
It's a county by county basis.
Didn't David Attenborough talk about the Florida walrus?
Yeah, they thought they were endangered at one time, but that was
this
pre-COVID. That was pre-COVID.
Comes out at night, hangs around the bars, waits till they close.
I can't play too much of that. I'll get a copyright strike.
You will.
So they're basically a Florida Karen.
Basically, it's the Florida Karen equivalent, but they're mostly like coastal dwelling, mostly.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And
there's male versions too of them.
Yeah, I think I saw a T-shirt.
They're
there was
mostly seals.
Dude riding a Harley once, and the back of his T-shirt said, "If you can read this, the Florida walrus fell off." Yeah, I've seen that T-shirt.
That's usually fell. Usually they die before that.
Yeah. Now, before we get too much further in the show, I do have an announcement to make, and that is that our buddy Jim Beauchart is preparing for knee surgery, and he wasn't able to bring us the weekly Beauchart this week. But luckily, our friend El Smeghead has stepped in. Well, he didn't step in intentionally. I found a funny video on his channel that I'm going to share with you in lieu of the weekly Beauchart. But do wish Mr. Beauchart well. He's preparing for knee surgery, and we need him to come back soon.
You just had to go there.
I did.
Yeah.
But we can't forget our favorite sponsor, the one that keeps the lights on. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm talking about the Cadillac of processed meat, Pigeon Jerky, and this special Pigeon Jerky ad made by Fly High FPV. Enjoy.
You'll enjoy Pigeon Jerky, the the Cadillac of processed meats. You'll enjoy pigeon jerky, and you'll give your family a treat. It's balanced nutrition to help them grow.
Yeah!
And it's full of fiber to make them go.
Here we go!
You'll enjoy pigeon jerky.
Pigeon jerky, the Cadillac of processed meat. Yeah! Look at Dave flying around those pigeons. That's how pigeon jerky is made, he said. Yeah, so thank you very much for sending that in. And grab you a bag of pigeon jerky, why don't you, when you have a chance. So, Ken, what's new with you? What have you been up to?
You know what? Just got back from a lot of travel. I've been spending looks like I'm frozen. Well, there it was. That was weird.
And he's back.
I'm back. Spending a lot of time traveling, actually. I just got back from Prescott, Arizona. Matter of fact, Billy and myself been out there quite a bit filming. We just got done wrapping up a course that we're putting out, like a fully comprehensive course for real estate. That's honestly where a lot of our time's been spent. So.
Okay.
So, and it just launched. We're pretty stoked about it.
Are you still doing that TV show thing?
Nope. That got shit canned, unfortunately. So.
Did it?
Yeah. That got shit canned.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry I asked about it.
Well, so there was a lot of reasons, but basically it was an issue with the person that they cast the first time. So it's funny, like when you start doing TV shows and things like this, and they start digging up people's past, like this. I guess this guy had like warrants and stuff. Like it's all things that they should have probably. Yeah,
they cast a criminal.
Basically as their lead. Like he had trespassing warrants and like all sorts of crazy shit. Because I mean, you're exploring abandoned places, so of course, like, well, you're gonna have those things probably. I guess so.
Okay. Well, I'm sorry about that.
Yeah, it sucks, but you know, we backfilled it, so it worked out.
It'll be all right.
It'll be okay.
Yeah, you'll have more opportunity because I mean, look at that face. Of the two Kens on your screen right now, I mean,
you're still more likable.
Who's making sweet love to the camera with that face?
Yeah, well,
this guy right here. This guy.
Yeah, I guess.
So we got a couple minutes before we have to call Brennan, and I don't know if we have time to even mention it. All right, all right, very quickly on your stream last night, there was a moment, a magic moment.
Which magic moment? There's a lot.
I mean, the whole thing is just one long magic moment, of course.
Yeah.
And there's links to Ken's channel in the description. Please subscribe to Ken because you should be subscribed to all the Kens on YouTube. Every single one of us.
There's a lot of us too.
Yes,
there's a lot of us.
There are, but.
I'm playing with my new fidget spinner, by the way. Have you seen these? These are amazing.
Okay, all right.
It's an amazing fidget spinner.
Yeah, okay. All right, I have to play this. This is from...
Hopefully you doctored it up, though.
I did have to bleep it quite a bit. This is from Ken's stream last night.
Fly whatever you want.
Oh, here, you see this? How about this, hotel fans? You see that? See this? That's a f***ing Evo 8K! Call the cops!
Oh my God.
Call the cops, Kenny! I just busted up an AK all over the f***ing place. Arms are broken. Go f*** yourself. Do you think we should send it in and see if they'll fix it? Let's see.
Yeah,
what's the turnaround time on getting this fixed? I'm sure it needs an IMU calibration. Oh, that's gone. Yeah, that's done. It ripped this wire out, so it's gonna need a new gimbal. That motor's no longer functional. Oh yeah, that motor's bent. This arm is busted. This arm is busted.
Obstacle avoidance failed.
Surprisingly, it didn't crack the airframe though. Oh no, it did. It did break the airframe. Jesus, Mariah. God, that brought me so much joy.
Ken, do you need a hug?
No.
What the hell was that about, man?
You know, it was just this comment. So there's this person that made this comment. He's like, "Oh, a few months ago, you were kissing Alltel's ass like 7 months ago. And it's not like, we review so many products, right? Like, you're doing this, you see so many different products. And I get pissed because like what people don't understand is like I buy these. Like they're not given to me like, oh, you got a drone store, you can just take them off. Like, no, like you got to pay for that at the end. Otherwise that's embezzlement. So I pay for the shit. I fly it. And when something doesn't work, it's like I start thinking about the cost involved, and I'm like, wait a second, if I'm pissed that it's cost me this much, then somebody else. So I made a comment like that, and I had that 8K sitting back there. That 8K's been sitting back there. It's a version 1 8K, God rest its soul. It was sitting back there for 2 years as like a prop, like a set prop.
Yeah. I
don't have a remote for it. I think it still was functional, but it did take a dip in the water, but I mean, it's still powered on. But I don't know why I grabbed it. I just grabbed it. It was a fit of rage. I prepared a list. I prepared an apology list.
Oh.
Let me go get it. I'm going to go get the apology list.
Oh, sure. Yeah. Please hold. Your viewership is important to us. Remember, at the end of this, please press pound to take a brief survey. Andy's back.
All right. Okay.
All right.
So I'd like to apologize to Ken Booth.
Yes.
At Alltel for breaking this and then going to send it in for repair. I'd like to apologize to Kobe. I'd also like to apologize to any of my viewers last night that felt like I was a bit overly aggressive. I hope you will come back and enjoy a cold, refreshing root beer on the house with me. So.
Okay. Well, that was very heartfelt. But you know what? You're not alone, Ken.
No.
No. Have
you broken this?
I have
broken
been
on stream.
I have been susceptible to fits of rage myself, especially when it comes to technology.
It's a Ken thing.
It must be a Ken thing. Somewhere, and I couldn't find it. I had to smash a controller against the wall. It was like 100 streams ago, but I did find this one where I actually smashed a drone. I don't know. Did you ever do any video with the Lev Top drone? It's the worst drone that's ever been put out into the world.
Let me see.
It's the worst. And the only thing it was good for is yeah. Yeah. And then I took all those.
What was that one called? I think I saw them at CES one year.
The worst drone ever made? I think you just look on my channel at the worst drone. Yeah. And that is indeed the worst drone ever made. I poured the parts in the toilet and flushed it. It was bad. And you know what they did after they saw that video?
What's that?
They sent me another one. I think I ran it over with the car or something.
They are a glutton for punishment sometimes.
Yeah.
But it's fun. You know what's funny though is like you'll break that, you'll smash it, you'll bash it, and then there'll be somebody and they'll be like, well, you should have gave it to me.
Every single time.
Every single time.
Even though it's your thing and you can do with it what you want.
That's what I think that's what sets me over the edge. That's what sets me over the edge. Like I will destroy everything I have just so you can't have it.
Okay.
I'm just saying, like that's just me personally. Like I would destroy everything I have so somebody else couldn't have it.
But you're not spiteful
if you didn't
in any way.
If you didn't ask for it, I would give it to you.
Oh.
Don't ask for it, I'll give it to you.
Ah, I see.
See?
I see.
You do for those that don't ask.
That makes a lot of sense, Ken. Please don't hurt me. All right.
I'm never going to hurt you.
Okay, thanks. So it's time to call Mr. Brennan. Let's call B. And while I do that, Ken here will regale you with a limerick. Not a dirty limerick, though. Do you know any clean limericks?
No, I don't know any limericks.
Oh, okay. Well then, Ken,
I know a Frederick.
Just stare into the camera, and for all the ladies in the audience, just let them soak up your machismo.
Would you like me to twerk for you?
That would be fantastic. Yes, please.
If you put some music on, maybe I'll twerk, Ken.
You can't twerk to this music?
Or maybe I could. We can auction this off later. We can give this. We'll give this away.
Okay. Now, hopefully, I don't get a copyright strike. Are you ready? And go.
To twerk? All right.
Thank goodness the camera doesn't go any lower. All right.
No.
Bringing it.
Thank God.
How many seconds do I get to play that crap before I get a copyright?
Probably like you're gonna get a copyright strike in
totally.
like 15 seconds. I figured it out about 13 seconds. You're safe.
Is that right?
Yeah, I think about 13 seconds ish. Oh, look at that.
My goodness! It's Brennan Edwards with the little baby. Oh my goodness! So cute.
First of all, I'm very happy the camera didn't go any lower.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Good Lord, my brother. Good Lord. Like,
I've got no rhythm, bro. I've got no rhythm.
B, it's good
for these, like, you're gonna have more babies getting made. That's all.
Hey, no, I don't need any more babies. I'm
baby making done. Music. Yeah, that is such a cute little person there. What's his name?
His name is Lincoln. We call him Link. You know.
Like
He's a good man.
Oh,
he likes Batman.
How is his link quality?
His link quality, you know, he's about a gig up, gig down.
Okay.
Gig up, gig down. Awesome. Well, you got a lot going on, Brennan, and not, kid notwithstanding. So thank you for making time for us this evening. What have you been up to?
What have I been up to?
Yeah.
All right. I mean, since we last talked, I have started my own streaming service. Yeah, I did. I started my own streaming service with partners, of course. It's called Kevin State Studios. Opened a studio. That's pretty cool. It's a 10,000 square foot facility in Los Angeles. We have a green screen studio, a sound stage, a podcast room, a bunch of office space, warehouse for storage. It's pretty fun.
And for those who don't know, this is your company here, Transit Pictures.
That is my company, Transit Pictures. We've shot a lot of stuff since the pandemic has ended. Right, buddy? Yeah. Hold on, let me hand him off real quick.
Oh, so cute. Oh, my goodness. Oh, man.
But yeah, we've done a lot. Like, we've shot a few commercials. We've done, we've been having a good time, bro. Like, the only thing I haven't been doing is I haven't been flying drone as much as I used to, but I do get to do some really cool drone stuff this weekend. I'm flying for a Nissan commercial tomorrow, actually, and then on Saturday I'm flying to North Carolina to fly for a feature film. So
can you mention what the film is?
I can't talk about the name of it, but I can say it is a feature that is playing off of the idea of Frankenstein. With a flip on it. It's like a little black girl who is the lead, who creates the Frankenstein. A friend of mine is the one who wrote it and is directing it, and he was able to get funding. So it's like a multi-million-dollar project with a big studio. And so, he was just like, hey, man, I need some drone work. You know anybody? I was like,
do I know anyone?
Do I know anybody?
Yeah.
What's the drone of choice now, Brennan?
It depends on the job, to be honest.
For this job you're going to be doing, Inspire still footing the bill?
Oh yeah. Ken and I actually were talking about that yesterday. We had like a pre-conversation where he was asking me I get into the big stuff. I don't want to be working with the octocopters and all that, doing the heavy lifts. And I'm like, I don't even with that, man. Like if a DP really knows what they're doing, a DP is a director of photography, overseeing a film, then they know that the DJI, the X7, the Zenmuse X7 works. You have interchangeable lenses. You can shoot it flat. You can go to 5.6K. The color spectrum, everything about that camera works for 95% of whatever kind of shot you're looking for that you're going to get for a drone. And so,
you were also telling me that there's still a lot of drone work to be had.
Oh my goodness, yeah. Like right now, like all the people who I know who are pro drone pilots and have stuck to it, like they are so busy. One company I work with consistently is called Glide Aerials. I love those guys, and they every time I call them, hey man, can you guys let me get a little bit of gear, like somebody come on and help do this project or something like that. They're like, nah man, we're booked, completely booked, for the foreseeable future. I think this is the post-pandemic bounce back, whereas everybody is trying to catch up for the content that was missed. And it's not just drone industry. The entire film industry right now is over bloated. It's I can't hire editors, camera operators, everybody. Everybody is super booked. And when I'm trying to hire people, it's people are negotiating their rates with me, whereas before they were just happy to have work. So it's pretty crazy.
Have you found that to be true everywhere? Like Ken, in the realty business, is there still a lot of opportunity?
Yeah, there is, but I mean, I think there's a lot of panic right now. Like now we're in panic mode because interest rates are climbing, so everybody's like, I gotta get this house sold. So like right now, there's a lot of work because of the panic. But
right.
Will there continue to be like as this starts leveling out, or when we hit like peak meltdown? I don't know.
Brennan's gone. We lost him.
Oh wait, did you?
Yep. Oh, and I hear you.
Just the camera's gone.
There he is. All right.
Oh,
and he's back. Hey, welcome back to the show. That was a quick break there. So you sent me some video that I'm going to share of some comedy that you've been doing. What's this? Where does this come from?
All right, so I'm going to nutshell this to the best of my ability.
Yes.
Transit Pictures is a company I started working with. I founded Transit Pictures. Transit Pictures did a bunch of commercial work all over the world, did some really cool stuff. On the side, we did comedy stuff, and during the pandemic, we lost all of our major clients, and we're like, oh no, we're going to die. But we had the comedy stuff on the side that kept going. We ended up creating a show called Keep Your Distance, which I know you remember, Ken, because we were watching it live from the Ready, Set, Drone, or the spin-off conference.
Yeah.
You guys remember that?
Yep.
That show changed everything. Keep Your Distance, like we sold over 200,000 tickets to that show at this point. Streaming it every month. And because of that, we formed a partnership with a guy who has the audience that could help us sell 200,000 tickets to it. Kev on Stage, that's how we created the streaming service, Kev on Stage Studios. And we create our own content for our own audience. And this show, this trailer you're about to watch, is one of our flagship projects. It is called Workplace Comedy. It is very dry name on purpose, because the idea being is that we took a little bit from The Office. We took a little bit from Curb Your Enthusiasm.
Yes, yeah.
We took some Parks and Rec, and we said we can do this with our talented people, and voila.
Yes. Well, so enjoy this. It's about 2 minutes, but it's absolutely hilarious. Enjoy this.
News online today, because that's when it is, that's where it is, and that's what it is.
This is News Online Today. I'm Kevin Frederick.
And I'm Angel Moore.
And this is your News Online Today.
People want to return to the good old-fashioned news. 2 anchors, a guy on sports, and somebody giving you the weather.
The FDA has released a new inverse food pyramid. I am the news. The news is me. I was born doing the news. And Kevin, he heard about me. He begged, cried even, to get me here. And as he should, because I'm a professional.
Crevice killing sport. Do it again. Do it again.
We've got the best sports guy in the biz to hear more. What you got going on here?
Oh, man, just moisturizing these balls. Touch that. Go ahead. That's a smooth ball.
It is smooth. I don't know why you would play with it like that, but you know what you're doing, huh?
I'm a sports guru. In certain circles, I would be probably the most well qualified to talk about sports all across the board. Now, some people call my methods unorthodox. A lot of these guys are using math, looking at maps, charts, and all that meteorite. Doppler. Really a nice hot one, man. Back to you guys in the studio.
Let me show you around the old place. Show you how the sausage gets made.
Actually, if we do more hard-hitting investigative journalism, we could actually be in the running for a Pulitzer.
Pulitzer. Oh, say it.
Literally, it was between this job or selling ass, right?
Oh, wow.
And I was so down that I chose this job
Selling
instead
ass
of
is the
selling ass,
guarantee.
right?
I'm sure you at one point, didn't you want to be like a principal of a school of fish? Tornado,
let's go.
Y'all better be careful. You better get in those storm shelters or else.
Lisa, we've been doing this forever. When do we get to stop?
You stop when you look like a flock. Fly, birdie, fly.
I feel like a flock of idiots.
Birdie, fly.
How'd you develop this technique? Well, man, I don't really like to brag, but sometimes I get really blackout drunk.
Look at you being all humble, Kevin.
Kendrick Lamar.
Oh, thank you.
Y'all talking about ESPN? ESPN don't want to see us, baby. We did this by ourselves, built from the ground up. If anybody got a problem with him, immediately, you hear me? Immediately, I'll go back.
Good evening, America. This is News Online Today.
I'm Kevin Fredericks. Wowza.
The other thing is to hear, he likes to insert himself in the middle of everything. That's what he said. So his Cheetos have to be in the middle, or he will yell at me.
I would hit you, but it would be hate crime.
Do not kiss my ass. Sit down.
Oh, my lips is chapped anyway.
You're a hero.
I'm a hero?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
People don't bring an umbrella because you tell them not to.
I should just quit.
Quit! We don't never quit, son!
Not a sausage fest. That sounds weird. You know what? Let's just take it again. Let's just roll it back.
Wow. So where can we see this thing?
Oh, that's on the Kev on Stage Studio streaming service. You can download it anywhere. You can download Netflix, Hulu, or any of the other streaming services. Literally just type in KEVON. It'll come right up. Free trial for anybody watching. You know what I'm saying? 7 days free. Otherwise, it's only like $5 a month or $50 a year. And it's a good time, man. Like, there's all the content on there is absolutely comedic and hilarious. And we release at least new projects every week.
I can tell you, after seeing that, I'm going to start moisturizing all of my balls, my basketball, my football.
That's a good idea.
You know, all the balls, even my tennis balls.
It's very important. It's very important. That's, you know, if you've ever heard the term black don't crack, it really comes from moisturization.
That's key.
We don't moisturize down here. We have so much humidity. It's like auto moisturizer for our balls.
Ken, you never get ashy?
Never. Only when I go out west. Only when I go out west.
Okay. By the way, not to guilt everyone into joining that streaming service, but if you don't, then Brennan's baby will starve.
I mean, pretty much. I wasn't put it that way. But you saw what he looked like. He was hungry. He was trying to eat my hand.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Times are here, guys. So if you support babies, then you support Kev on Stage Studio.
If you like babies, you'll love this network. Awesome. So, what drones do you still have left? What do you and have you gotten into FPV at all?
Yes and no. So like I've gotten into FPV in the space of like, you remember I flew when we were there. I flew FPV when we were in Texas.
Yeah.
And I flew pretty well, I thought. But I haven't been flying FPV that much because I haven't been doing anything that much because I have a kid and all this other kind of stuff. But I still have a whole fleet. You know, like I do have the DJI FPV drone. We have 2 Inspire 2s with X7s. We have 2 Mavic 2 Pros. We have the Mavic 3 Cine. We have the Air 2 Pro, the Mini 3. You know, I still play with them. You know what I'm saying? Like I still want to have all the drones because we still like Transit Pictures still has a bunch of drone clients. And so just because I'm not the one flying doesn't mean that flights aren't happening. So I have business partners and stuff that, you know, are all certified pilots and all that. So, you know, we get our drones onto a bunch of like network shows consistently. And so they're always gone. So it's like we own all those drones, but they're always out working somewhere. Like I was telling you guys, the industry is going crazy.
Well, let me
to speak to that.
Yeah.
What's up?
Well, I was just going to point out that you are in LA and there's a lot of opportunity there, but there's opportunity everywhere. And people watching this may look at you and go, well, he's a young guy. I got drones. I want to do what he does. I want to be a mogul. What's the first step to moguldom?
I mean, I'm still wondering how to take that, but I'd say the first step towards the drone side of things or getting into the industry is really getting out there and flying and getting a reel and understanding cinematography. You know, like if you step on a set right now, if you're like, I know how to fly the drone, like flying the drone is only a part of the equations. Like composing the shots, understanding framing, the rule of thirds, understanding what their ISO versus your aperture, understanding what color temperature is, understanding, you know, like what it means to shoot something flat or the difference between shooting in 4K and 5.6 and the data that uses up. And,
it's more important to know about the camera than really the drone. It's kind of secondary.
The vast majority of the shot, I'd say 85 to 90% of the shots that you do on set as a drone pilot do not require vast skill. You know, like you're literally just like, all right, cool. We just want to get like, for example, the Nissan shot that I'm doing, like we're getting paid a full day's rate to do one shot. The one shot is a static vehicle in a parking lot looking straight down at it, not moving. They just need a static shot of the drone of a car from above.
They could have done that with a crane.
Cranes cost more than drones.
Really?
They need, well, to get up as high as they want us to get. They want to see most of the parking lot.
Oh, okay.
You know, so we're going to be at about 150 feet. So it's like, all right, you get a crane and pay $15,000, or get a drone and pay, you know, whatever you pay, depending on how you negotiate. But it's different. Like I think they're gonna have us doing a couple boom up and down shots, but that's it. That's all we're doing. And so it's like people have gotten to understand what the tool of a drone is, and saying like, okay, it used to be when drones were new to the industry that directors will go crazy. Like, I want to shoot this and shoot that. Can we move it like this and do that? Now they've worked with drones and understand like we didn't use any of those in the edits. What we need is this wide shot that pushes here. We need this, this follow shot that does that. And it's like, all right, cool, you got it. Thank you. We only needed 4 shots today from the drone, so you're done in 4 hours, kind of thing.
And it's also important to have the stones to be able to tell the director that that's impossible, because they'll ask impossible things of you, will they not?
Can I get an amen? Yes, brother.
What kind of things have you had to tell them no?
Like, I remember there was this one time I was flying in, where was I? I think I was in St. Louis, and there was a director there was like this alleyway. There was an alleyway that had 2 fire escapes on either side, and the clearance between those fire escapes was like 4 inches on either side of the Inspire. Like 4 inches. And he was like, all right, cool. So what I want you to do is we're going to be following down this alleyway right here. And then I want you to zoom up, zoom up and out of this alley. And I'm just like, zoom up and out of that? He's like, yeah. I'm just like, why? Like, what is this shot? Like, it's not so much a no, but like, what is this going to do? Like, why do I have to zoom up? Why can't we go up slow? And there's like, well, it'd just be really cool. But what does that do for your narrative? Like, well, why are you questioning my directing? Like, I'm not questioning your directing. I'm talking about safety, sir. Yeah. It's like the clearance on either side of this is crazy. It's a windy day. It's like I can't control the drone within that scale if I die. You know what I'm saying? If there isn't a good reason for it, and if we're not moving slowly. So the answer is no, I'm not going to do that shot. But let's talk about what we can do that still gives you the same effect, is why I was asking what you're doing. So it's normally you don't tell them no, you'd say, what are you looking to get? Let's figure out what we can do that keeps everybody safe. When you play the safety card, can't nobody tell you shit. It's like, oh, well, you want your crew to die? When you want your crew to die, I got a lawnmower with no guard flying around. What you won't do?
Right. Yeah, you tend to figure out the people that don't like to hear the word no, don't you?
Oh man, it's really easy.
Yeah.
And one thing I was going to say earlier, Ken, that you had brought up yesterday was the effect of FPV on the industry.
Yeah.
When I tell you, it's like, I'd say, I don't know why I'm always in percentages, but I would say probably like 50% of the jobs that I get asked to do now they're also inquiring about FPV. And it's really interesting though, because FPV is obviously the new kid on the block when it comes to cinematography, not when it comes to racing, obviously, or people who've been flying, they know it's been around forever. But like FPV, what it can do is so different, and the vibe of what that is so different from when you look at the standard camera drones, that people are starting to realize, oh, I just want to do it because you can get closer, because it's faster, and like they're really excited about the idea. But I don't feel like they're at the place now where they still have quite figured out cinematically what this really does outside of like an action sequence in a movie. It's like, well, what can we really do? It's like, well, I can drop through this window and fly through this and go into this chair. It's like, well, you can use that as a really cool opening to a scene or a movie, or something like that.
Right.
But this isn't a movie.
You're going to get viewer fatigue after a while.
I mean, there's some movies where they've done it really well. Like Ambulance did it really well. That movie that hit Netflix, I forgot what it was, with The Rock.
Oh yeah.
They used it. I think they used it pretty cinematically. I mean, for that, like, it's a cool transitionary piece. But I think you're right. Like, if you overdo it, you lose your audience in a sense. But you're right. I haven't seen any movies use it, cinematically, like maybe coming through a forest, not an action sequence, but like how every like cool movie has like this like drone sequence or a helicopter sequence where it's like it's tracking a train or something. We've never seen it with FPV, not as of yet. I mean, maybe in a future movie. I mean, it would be cool to see.
But
can you imagine the pod racing scenes in Star Wars if they had FPV?
Oh my god!
Oh yeah, I see old stuff all the time, like old TV show intros. Like here's for the 50 and over crowd. Bob Newhart had a scene of an aerial scene of the woods, and it's all like shaky.
Newhart, by the way.
It's really.
Yeah, I got to interview Bob Newhart, and I saved his life. Like,
what?
He's old, obviously. He's super old.
You saved. Hold on. You saved Bob Newhart's life.
I have a picture.
And go. What happened?
And go. The story.
Yeah.
No, I mean, he's old. He's super old. So what happened was we were interviewing him, and like after we finished the interview, he gets up to leave, and we're like, all right, cool, it's nice to meet you. And he takes a step, and he like and like his foot catches on something. I don't know. I think it looked like it caught on nothing to me, and I'm the only one standing there. So he starts falling, and I'm like, if he falls, he's going to literally shatter. You know?
Yeah, yeah.
So I actually I just bear hugged him, and then like held I got him. I caught him probably about maybe like 70 degrees. Like he was probably right here. I caught him and just bear hugged him and just like gently just put him back up. And was like, you all right? And he's like, I'm good. I'm just like, all right, cool.
Did he thank you?
Yeah, he was cool. Newhart's cool. He's super cool. So he was just like, thank you. He didn't acknowledge that I saved his life, but I'm like, I think he would have died if he would have gone down. I do think
Brennan,
so.
Brendan, I'm going to ask you a question that no one but you can answer.
What's up?
What does Bob Newhart smell like?
He smelled like old man cologne.
Of course he did. Of course he did. Man, I hope I don't smell like old man cologne. I'm not old enough to smell like that. Am I an old man? I'm an old man, aren't I? Damn it! I'm an old man. Damn it!
Yeah.
Like you're like, look, you have a full head of gray hair.
I've had that since I was 30.
And you literally make comments in this conversation about this is for the crew, the people over 50. I'm just like, the reason I know who Bob Newhart was is because I interviewed him. Otherwise, I'd have had no idea he existed.
Well, we wouldn't have gotten that great story about you saving his life if I hadn't.
If you weren't old.
If I wasn't old. I'm not old yet. Oh my God.
Ken, can we get a second opinion here, please?
Bro, I no opinion, bro. I'll get muted or some shit like that.
I don't know what he's talking about. Anyway, I did mute him.
I plead the fifth.
I'm sorry, what? I'm sorry, what? Brennan, thank you so much. We're gonna let you get back to your life there with the kid, and kids will age you. So enjoy do you have any gray in your beard?
Yeah, bro, get in there.
Okay. Oh, you don't have.
Look at that. Look at that.
Oh yeah. And
wow.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Yeah. You getting any sleep?
All
right.
Yes and no. He's a good kid. He sleeps.
Now Brennan, it's been a tradition ever since I had you on the first time. You want to tell?
I was about to say, you want to just let me go like this?
You want to tell Ken what the tradition is?
Wait, Ken, you do know what the tradition is?
I don't think he does.
I don't know the tradition.
Oh shit, he doesn't know the tradition.
No,
Ken, this is my favorite. This is one of my favorite things in life. Like, actually, hold on, let me.
Oh, he's getting comfortable.
I'm getting ready for a show. That's what happens now. Is that this beautiful specimen of a man blesses me with his golden pipes.
I sang him a song once the first time he was on, and I just made up a song each time he's been on. And so I know there's people watching who will cringe, and that's fine. But I'm doing this for Brennan, and I'm doing this for his new bundle of joy. Let me get this going here.
Here we go.
I wrote this in 2 minutes, about 15 minutes ago. So enjoy this.
With the reverb already.
He just had a baby. What a lovely way of spending all of your extra money. He just had a baby. What a perfect way to make your home smell kind of funny. I can see it. The stork just called. And for a little while, the two of you will both be bald. Just had a baby.
That's it. That's all I had.
Oh my God.
That's all I had time for.
Wouldn't that be ironic if you get a copyright strike for that?
I know, right? Would that be
somewhere in the world of YouTube, somebody's made that.
That would be
my song.
That would be a big compliment. It was
funny.
so well sung. I got a copyright strike. Awesome.
I am honored and humbled as always, sir. I appreciate you more than anything. Thank you so much, Ken.
Aw, thank you, Brennan.
Thank you, other Ken, for being here.
Good to see you as always, B.
Awesome. Now, let's have you back on before your kid starts driving, okay?
Bro, he's gonna fly the drone next time you see him.
Awesome. Thanks, man. We'll see you later.
All
right, y'all. All right, bye. How about that dude? Isn't he great?
That's B.
Brennan. He's awesome. So it is news time. So let me go ahead and let's get into the the news.
Stop the music. It's time for news.
Heading over into the drone newsosphere where Jeff Sills has been standing by this whole damn time. What's happening, buddy?
Kidding me? I will wait forever. That was great stuff.
Yeah, it's always good to hear from Brennan.
I love Brennan.
Yeah.
All right. So, and I will give one quick shout out. Brennan is one of the reasons why I got into doing the news. I used to watch his channel. If you ever go back and look at his old stuff, he did a news segment each week, and he was one of the reasons why I got into the news. So props to Brennan.
Yep. There's links in the description.
All right. So starting it off, Jetson 1, we have talked about this drone that you can ride in the past.
Mm-hmm.
Recently, the owner and co-founder of the Jetson 1, Tomas Patan, decided that he wanted to give proof to concept and flew from his home to work.
Oh,
Reduced
wow.
the commute time by 88%.
What was the distance as the flow cries, as the drone flies to his work?
I'm not sure of the distance. They didn't provide that in the information for the video, but it's them pushing the envelope of the EV tolls to show that it's no longer going to be something that's just a 5-minute video of, hey, eventually one of these days you're going to be able to do this. This is him actually flying from his house to his job using the device that he's part co-creator of. And I was truly impressed with the not only the flight, the speed that it did.
Yeah.
And the stability. I was really impressed. This is a system that they're going to have these available to people, just general public. I mean, they're not. It's not like eHang where they're selling them as taxis or whatever. Right. You're going to be able to buy that like you'd buy a jet ski.
And you can pilot it yourself, and you don't have to rely on someone else in another city putzing you around.
Did they say what the top speed was on that?
It doesn't identify the top speed. I'll look that information up for reference in the future, because this was just primarily around the fact that they were doing this proof of concept for a commute. But, the fact that he removed the commute time by 88% gives you some indication that he wasn't moving slow.
Yeah, that's really great. And that was an edited version of the full video, which is the full ride to his office. Let me ask you something. I did notice on there on this dashboard, there was a rear view mirror. What is that, in case a goose is tailgating him? What do you think that's for?
Probably something that you would use either on approach or landing to make sure that he has clearance behind him. I guess you need to have that. You need to have the situational awareness and being able to see behind you. If you look at that design, you can't look over your shoulder.
Yeah, you don't want to get caught in a tree with that.
Yeah. No. Yeah. Don't want to get caught in a tree.
Right.
All right. So next in the news, this comes out of Texas. Recently, a paddleboarder who was out on a Texas lake saw a plane crash into the water. This was at Ladybird Lake shortly after 2 p.m. on Thursday, June 16th. And the paddleboarder saw the plane crash. He paddleboarded out to the plane and was able to rescue the pilot while first responders were still in the process of getting there. Afterwards, a drone video was taken by the ATC CEMS group, and they give you an idea of the aircraft. It's sitting in relatively shallow water, that you can see all the airplane there. But
was the dude okay?
Yeah. Yes, the pilot was okay. He did have serious injuries, but he's going to recover.
Oh, good.
Wow.
Glad to hear that.
All right. So next we have this one comes out of Imperial College London. Medusa stands for Multi-Environment Dual Robot for Underwater Sample Acquisition, or Medusa. It's a dual drone that can fly and dive in the water. Now, we've seen these before, but this one in particular is designed to be able to do studies of fish. So this one's going to be able to land on the surface of the water. It will be able to deploy a sensor into the water, and that underwater pod gives a 3-dimensional view for what's underneath it, and they can use it for researching all sorts of different things, primarily studying the underwater energy pipelines, floating wind turbines, all sorts of different things they want to try to do with this.
Oh, that's great. Wow. Another good news drone story. I like to see that.
It's good. I like it as well.
Yeah.
All right. So next we have Skyports. They have a project going on to improve lives through connectivity, faster and more convenient delivery services, and clean transportation. And so what they're doing is they have developed a drone that will fly from a vertiport. And this particular drone is designed to fly to 23 inhabited islands that are in very rural areas in Scotland. The goal is that this is going to deliver food, school meals to these remote island schools to cut the delivery time and the cost that these schools have to incur to receive those things for the students. So this particular system will improve that. They're going to carry a massive payload of about 3 kilograms or 6.6 pounds with a range of 130 kilometers or roughly 80 miles per charge. It flies at 93 miles per hour.
Wow.
And although the 6.6 pound capacity is not enough to actually feed like an entire classroom of students, the ability for them to be able to make multiple trips or have multiple drones fly multiple trips will augment that and be able to take over and
right.
provide these better services.
So lunch will take all afternoon. All right, Tommy, they're bringing your milk next. All right. They're going to have to scale that up.
Yeah, they're going to be flying out of an airport, and then it goes to each one of the individual areas.
Okay.
All right. So recently there was a train derailment. This was, I'm trying to see, there's a Union Pacific train, a coal train. It derailed near a place called Lawrence. Didn't give a state. I would imagine it's Kansas. But the Lawrence Police Department assisted the sheriff's office for checking the wreckage for any fires. Coal fires can burn hot inside, where they think they've got the fire out, but it may not necessarily be out. So what they did was they used the drone and the thermal imaging from the drone to be able to scan the wreckage and find the hot spots to direct the fire department, et cetera, to be able to clear those out so that they didn't have a recurrence or that it didn't pop back up again.
Very nice.
Yeah. Drones doing good stuff.
Yep. Police need these drones. They really do. And more police departments are discovering the benefits of having like even just a little enterprise type drone with the FLIR on it. You can find suspects at night hiding on the roof because, they always hide on the roof. I know what I'm going to do. They'll never find me on the roof of the storage unit. Dumbasses. All of them.
Yeah, that and finding people that have been lost,
Yep.
is also very, very good.
But I would watch the stupid criminal hiding on the roof from the drone channel before I would the lost grandma channel.
This is true.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's true. All right. So recently, as of course, we have always had apparently a Ukraine story in each one of our episodes. We had this footage of a giant sunflower quilt that is destined for the Ukraine. This is something that is, I guess, they're going to be sending to the bombed out buildings. But the problem is, this quilt is enormous. And when I first started watching the video and they put the quilt down, I was like, okay, great. It's like 30 feet long. No, it keeps growing and growing. And the only way that you would be able to get a true interpretation of the sheer size of what these people have done is they put it down 200 meters in length down a road near Barrington Tops in New South Wales. That's
a long quilt.
Of quilts. Yeah, that's a lot of quilt.
Wow.
So great footage. I'm proud of them for doing this. You know, obviously there will be families in the Ukraine that will benefit from this.
Are they going to cut it up and then give it to families? Is that what they're going to do?
I would assume that would probably be the steps. It's part of an art project done by somebody named Christo, who's a famous artist.
Okay.
And he likes to do landmarks in silk and things like that.
Yeah. Hey, thanks for the quilt. Got any bombs? Yeah, we could use some of those. Got any bombs?
Looking at the information on this, they're going to use the quilt to wrap bombed buildings and to put on grave sites in the Ukraine.
Oh, well, that's
sad.
That's sad. Okay. Yeah.
Well, no, I mean it's a way of honoring. So
I see. Okay.
Yeah,
I thought this was just for cold families, but
yeah,
it has a deeper meaning. All right.
Chop it up.
Yeah.
All right. So Zipline, my all-time favorite delivery service, who has been in the news multiple times. They started doing medical drops in Africa. They've expanded to other countries. They're even here in the United States. Zipline is going to start working on trying to expand their drone deliveries to incorporate more food.
Oh, no, not tube socks.
They want to do more parcel drops.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
And they want to expand the capabilities.
That'll totally happen.
Yes,
what do you think, Ken?
absolutely.
That's totally going to happen, isn't it? Once the lawyers all die. Yep.
A long day.
It won't happen.
You know,
Amazon actually tried. Somebody sent me this. Amazon actually tried that in Kentucky. This was the last shot the drone saw. Is that a drone? Oh, hell.
Florida. That could also be Florida, though.
It could be. Yeah, it could be.
No, and they've gotten their FAA approval for delivery of healthcare products all over the United States, North Carolina being one of the major places that they do it. So this is a drone that has the seal of approval from the FAA.
Why don't they choose all the states that have the highest likelihood of a drone being shot down, though?
You know, I'm not exactly sure the picking. I would imagine there's a senator out there somewhere. Hey, you're going to be putting that puppy right here.
Yeah. Try flying that in Arizona.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
All right, and last in the news, this one was different. This was unique. It's not a bird. It's not a plane. It's a giant flying manta ray. It's a drone.
Oh wow.
This turned up at a convention recently. Robotics company Festo is the company that makes this unique and amazing metallic drone that moves through the air like a swimming underwater manta ray. It can be seen flying alongside a pair of chrome dolphins in some cases. It's a really, I guess, interesting way. I mean, I've never seen... I've seen a lot of balloon-style drones.
Yeah, and it's flapping like a like what is that? What is that thing? What are those things?
A manta ray?
No, it's flapping like those things. They have feathers and some of them beaks. What are they?
It's a manta ray.
What
a manta ray?
But you said it's not a. You said what it wasn't in the beginning,
and
I missed it.
Manta ray. We're not doing
that. What was it, Jeff? Jeff, what?
Don't say it.
What is it? What is it, Jeff? It flaps like one of those creatures that they glide sometimes and they fly.
Can't open this fast enough. Open it. It's not opening.
It's a what?
It's a bird.
You're damn right. It's a bird.
Jeff. You know about the bird where everybody knows that the bird is the weather where the bad bird. The bird's the weather where the bad bird. The bird's the weather where the bad bird. The bird's the weather where the bad bird. That is the weather where the bad bird. The bird's the weather where the bad bird. The bird's the weather where the don't you know about the bird where everybody knows that the bird is the weather where the bad bird. The bird's the weather where the bad bird. The bird's the weather where the bad.
Yeah, Daddy Davis. Yes. We haven't heard from Jeff. You all right, buddy? Jeff? Pal? Bud? What's going on, man?
Jeff. Here's to you, Jeff.
What? He started out with root beer.
Yeah.
Okay.
I had one in. I told you I had a couple of bullets in the side here, just waiting.
You got them loaded in the clip.
It was Coke, but now it's just a little bit of Coke and a lot more of this.
Well, you have to drink it fast because that alcohol can make the ice melt quickly. All right, Jeff.
It did.
Okay, awesome. Well, Jeff, thank you so much. We love you, man. Thank you for the informative news, as always.
Thanks for stopping by. Now get out.
Oh, my goodness. Wonderful. Now, this is where we would usually hear a fantastic joke from...
Yeah, but we talked about that. I have situational awareness jokes.
Yes.
Like, I see a situation, and then I comment on that situation. I'm only here, though. Like,
right.
I can't... You're the only thing here, so if it would be unfair of me to comment on you.
No, we don't want that. We don't want that.
No.
But you know what you can comment on? You can comment on the video that I'm going to play instead of the weekly Beauchart. Again,
okay.
Jim Beauchart from Canada. He is getting ready for his knee surgery, and so he is unable to do his usual wacky weekly video.
Disturbing event.
Right, but I didn't want to
Just call
leave
it for what it is.
that space blank. So what I did was I scoured the internet for hours looking for a similar type of comedy to put in the place as a placeholder until Jim is healthy enough to do comedy again for us. And that person is El Smeghead.
Okay.
And this just randomly popped up in my feed. I don't even know if it's new, and it's short and it's ridiculous and I love him for it. So here is Super Smeg. Enjoy.
It's so hot. Oh, I'm burning. Someone protect me.
Don't worry, Katie. I'm here to save you. Super Smeg to the rescue. I love you too, Lois Payne. Must go to my next conquest.
There you go. That's it. That's all you get. Thank you, El Smeghead, you whack-a-mole. Your thoughts, Ken?
I felt like if he would have had the camera positioned a little bit differently, and like it would have sold the launch, the launch.
Right. It could have been more cinematic.
Yeah, maybe.
He could have used a green screen.
His voice sort of seems familiar, though. Doesn't it sound like somebody like we've heard on the big screen?
It
sort of sounds familiar.
Superman with an English accent is just mind-blowing anyway. That's what
like
it
a
is.
Villain. It's almost like he's a villain.
Ooh, yes. Now, what accent does Hollywood give villains most of the time? It's not fair, and they used to do it a lot more.
Like a Russian accent?
Russian or German, I'd say. German.
Yeah.
We have ways of making you talk. It was a horrible German accent.
That's true.
Right? The bad guys were always German. They always had goatees. Like if there's twins and one of the twins is the good twin and one is the evil twin always has the goatee. Right?
Yeah, it's a sad thing because the good guys could have a good goatee as well.
That's absolutely true. Let me know in the chat if you have a goatee. Let me know. All right, so I got some viewer videos.
All right, let's take a look at them.
But there was something else. Oh yes, we were going to talk about this little guy here, the Mini 3.
Oh yeah.
Should we talk about that after we share one video from our viewers?
Share one video first.
Okay.
And then we'll talk about it.
All right. Do you want to see? Now these are both FPV videos. Do you want to see someone practicing FPV for the first time on a DJI POS, or do you want to see one called Trees Are Dicks?
Let's see Trees Are Dicks. That sounds more enticing.
I kind of knew.
Trees Are Dicks. You had me at Dicks.
Yeah, had me at Dicks. Not the first time I heard that this week. All right.
Hey.
So this is from our buddy Drone Rob, who made a great contribution. I appreciate that. And I see the super chats rolling in. The train will be coming around the bend here in just a moment. But this is from Drone Rob. He says, "Hey, Ken, I have several acres of trees behind my house. I have some old stored equipment up there, and I keep a general pathway cleared. I can fly the tiny drone around there with ease, but it was time to challenge myself with the 7-inch drone. Trees are dicks. Drone Rob. All right. So enjoy challenging the trees. He's doing all right so far. He hasn't been flying all that much, you know. He's a newbie, but he's getting the hang of it. And that's pretty brave to fly such a big drone among all those trees. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no.
That's game over.
Trees are dicks. Look at that shirt. Isn't that great? Isn't it great?
That is great.
Thank you. Thank you, Rob.
And they are dicks. They are dicks.
They are. And by the way, you can get your Trees Are Dicks shirts right now. I designed them myself. There's a link in the description because, as you know, any drone pilot knows, you'll be just flying your drone and then suddenly a tree will jump out in front of you. You're minding your own business. You're flying your drone and boom, a tree will grab you. Right? Am I right?
Do you have a pole? Do you have one of those poles, the rescue poles? Have you seen those?
An arborist pole?
No, it's made for FPV. It's made for FPV. It's got like a little, like, I don't know, hook on it. It works amazing. It works amazing.
Okay. And by the way, I can't turn off my morning show brain. You know, I do a morning show every morning. I get up at 4 a.m. and then I do this on Thursday. So when you ask me if I had a poll, the answer is of course I do. Ken.
Again, I need to think about how I word my questions here. I forget where I'm at.
Does it telescope? Of course it does, Ken.
The whirly bird.
Even without the blue pill. Yeah. All right. Thank you, Drone Rob. Thank you, Drone Rob. I know our audience. I know it's all dudes, and there's one or two women that are forced to watch.
But it's like that everywhere. Every drone channel.
It's true. You look at your analytics. It's a sausage fest.
It is.
Let me know if you're a lady and you weren't forced to watch this by your boyfriend or husband as the train goes by. Let me know if you just watched this of your own volition. Okay. And speaking of ladies, let's play one more.
Okay.
Let's play one more. This is from Caroline Tyler.
Oh, Caroline.
Caroline Tyler. What'd you say?
I thought it was Jenna because that's like the only one I know.
Oh no, we have
1% female ratio at mine channel. Maybe negative, actually.
Well, we love Jenna, don't we? Is she in the chat? We love Jenna. 2 happened. Stand by. Are we still on?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to try this again. Are we still buffering? My internet has had some trouble. And I was hoping we'd get through the show without any more trouble. But let's try to play Caroline's video one more time. Look at that thing out in the middle of nowhere in Sheffield.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. Wouldn't you want to fly through it, Ken?
I would.
So would she. You ever been to the UK?
No, I'm not welcome there.
Oh, you're not?
No.
Why? Why aren't you welcome in the UK?
I'm pretty sure I violated some law or pissed somebody off there. There's certain places. I'm welcome at very few locations.
Oh.
Yeah, that's the problem. Is there somebody? Oh, there's another quad.
Yeah, there was another one.
Okay. This looks like. Is this a golf course?
It looks like just a random field somewhere in Sheffield.
Such an interesting thing to have there.
Yeah. Thank you, Caroline, for sending that in. If you'd like to send something in, you can send it here. KenHeronUpload@gmail.com. Send me a streaming link, please. Don't send me a big, huge 4K file. Just send me a streaming link. That'd be cool. Appreciate it. And I'm still taking I promise in the next 2 weeks I'm going to post volume 7 of the crash videos. So we'll have that. Ken, how you doing? Tell us all about what you've been been drinking there? I saw 2. Is there more than 2?
There is. I have 2.
That's it?
That's it. That's all I have.
Okay, but one is empty and one is...
Well, one is almost empty. One is still, it's cold. It's frosted.
Do you,
so
now you're a beer drinker.
I am.
Do you have a unique way of, can you open that thing with your teeth or your like belt buckle or anything cool like that?
So funny story. I used to, when I would wear my wedding ring, I would be able to pull it.
Yeah.
I'm not wearing my ring now, but there's another story behind that. But
how did the wife feel about you using her?
She would get pissed.
Did she?
She would get pissed. So I used to have like, you know how like gold rings are like really malleable?
Yeah.
So I would always bend my ring because I used to be a mechanic. So after work, we would have a beer. So I would open it because we never had bottle openers in the shop. So I would open it with my ring and I would always bend my ring. So she bought me a titanium ring one time. And then I was welding some pipe for a custom exhaust. I welded my ring to the pipe. Like it was the most painful experience that I've ever had. Most painful.
Because that heats up. You can't take it off.
You can't do anything. Yeah. It was bad. So after that, I like, screw it. I'll tattoo a wedding ring on my finger. I'll tattoo your name just above my ass crack. Whatever you want. Don't make me wear a wedding ring. So, and ever since then, I've never done it because I just can't be trusted. So I've got I got a tramp stamp with my wife's name.
So show me the tattoo of the wedding ring on your hand.
No, there's no tattoo there. I said I would do a tramp stamp.
Oh, so and the wife is accepting of that?
She loves a tramp stamp.
So all you have to do is injure yourself with your wedding ring, and you don't have to wear a wedding ring.
That's it. That's it.
You hear that, guys? All you have to do is weld your...
Yep, weld it to pipe. It's painful. It's painful, but it's effective.
Fantastic.
Pour one out.
Pour one out. Okay. Now let's talk about the Mini.
Yeah.
Let's talk about this little guy. It's a great drone, isn't it? It really is a great drone.
I've been very critical on the mini drones in the past, like DJI's minis. I was very critical on it. I didn't think that there was a need for a 249 gram drone, but I really like this drone. I really like it. I like that they added enough pro features to make it, I don't know. It just works. It just works.
It does
really
work. Well. And some people are complaining about the range. You and I both did range tests.
Yeah. So you don't have problems with range?
No.
Yeah, I didn't have problems. I mean, I pushed it out 8,000 feet, and I probably could have kept going. But then I was like, all right, if I keep going, somebody's like, I'm gonna get a call. Like there's gonna be a call, right? Like, so I calibrated my eyes prior to flying, trying to mitigate any tensions, but between myself and the FAA. But I probably could have kept going. 8,000 feet is like 1.5 miles, which for a mini drone, if you like really think it, I'm not willing to walk 1.5 miles in the Florida heat.
Yes.
If I'm not willing to walk that far, I probably shouldn't fly that far. Right? That's a good rule of thumb, I guess.
That is a good rule of thumb. And, you're really, with the smaller drones, it's got plenty of penetration. To get through a building or anything like that. It's a good little drone. And
it's not the size. It's not the size of it. It's how you use it.
Right. It's not the size. It's the yaw. Right, ladies? That's right. Yeah. Yaw, pitch, roll. Oh.
No, a lot of people, they just don't like DJI, I think, and
sure,
they have a problem with it. But, I don't like, I've had a lot of mini drones. I have a lot of mini drones here that I've tested, from the Nano to the new Exo drone. And I got to say, this is the best of them all.
You implied that the Autel Nano is useless. Do you still stand by that?
I really think so. Like, I don't think it's as refined. I don't think the Autel is as refined.
Mm-hmm.
I was flying it the other day and I compare it to Richard Pryor because it just has like a sort of shaking sensation in flight. Like it doesn't have like this. It's sort of like, how Richard Pryor towards the end of things, he started having that little shake. That's sort of the Nano. Like the camera is good. It's not great, like, because the color, I still feel like the color is off. Like when I compare it, like if I look at like an image out of a DJI camera or even my Sony camera and compare it to the Nano camera, it's just not quite right. It's not quite accurate. And that's just a problem that Autel has suffered across the board. And I've been complaining about that for years, and they've just never fixed the IQ in the camera to rectify that color problem.
I think the Nano was rushed into production, and
I agree.
The build is lackluster.
It is.
The battery, I don't know if you had the same issue I did. Putting the battery in, you kind of had to wiggle it to get it to seat. Just little things like that. The tolerances weren't as good as DJI.
The software updates would take me 35 minutes to do the software updates. So that was annoying. Or sometimes I would get it like it would time out. So, I had problems. I had problems with mine right out of the gate, and I had to send it back. So this is the second one. So after they figured out what the problem was with the gimbal, they sent me this. And I was very apprehensive of purchasing a Mini 3 because I went out, like, I didn't get a Mini 3. DJI did not send me a Mini 3. And I was like, and it was way after the fact, right? Because all these reviews came out, and I'm like, do I buy it? And I was like, you know what? I sort of need it. I need something that can do vertical video like natively. And I'm like, it's not bad. Like all day today I used it for video.
Why do you need vertical video, Ken?
Dude, come on. Come on. Are you not on that train?
The TikTok train?
No, just so like I work with agents, and where does most of their marketing happen? Most of their marketing happens on Instagram.
Yeah, I know.
I talked a lot about this.
I know, but your eyes go this way. They don't go that way.
I know that. But one day, it's gonna dominate. And Mr. Heron, I'm telling you, if you're not on the train now, it's departing the station. It's departing.
You know
the
what?
station.
I'm already on the train. I'll tell you.
I know you're on the train, but I'm telling you, just give it a chance.
Do you know that
I challenge you to vertical video for 1 week?
Well,
hear me out. 1 week vertical video.
I have to admit something.
What?
I'm on TikTok.
I freaking knew it. You're a closet. You're a closet talk.
No, I'm a closet talk. No,
you're a closet talk.
Look, I dismissed TikTok altogether just because gray hair, old. I don't think they would even let me on there, right? But it turns out there's a lot of people my age doing it and making money at it. So I talked to my millennial friend, Brandy. You may have seen her in a couple of videos. She's someone I used to work with at my old radio station, lives in town here. And she helps me out sometimes. And she was talking about TikTok, and there's like these little 10, 11-second videos of people just doing nothing.
Yeah.
And they're blowing up. And I thought, I can do nothing. And as an experiment, this was last week. We went on her account. She hasn't posted anything. We were at this place after we shot a video.
Okay.
We got a milkshake. And the milkshake had these, when you get a milkshake and it's too thick to suck through the straw? Well, this place thought of that, and they had a straw like the diameter of a baby arm. And I was very impressed with that, right?
Okay.
So I did a little TikTok video of me talking about the straw, and then we went and I did a little TikTok of me on my electric skateboard.
Okay.
And they both have over like 7,000 or 10,000 views or something like that. And I thought
the views make no sense.
They don't.
You know what it is?
Because
you go through a talk hole. And the algorithm is smart. I think it's smarter than YouTube, because right now, you know what the only thing is on my entire TikTok feed?
What?
Just people twerking or the bunny challenge. That is the only thing I swiped. I stayed a little bit too long on a video one time, and now it's just it knows, and now it's like bam. The first thing I open up, and my wife's like, "What the hell is that?" I'm like, I'm swiping. I'm like, okay, Airwolf drones. All right, good.
Right. But TikTok is they don't count views like YouTube does. They're kind of like Facebook. You just roll your mouse over it, and it does that automatic play.
That's a view.
That's a view. So. Yeah, it's not really that accurate, but sure does make you feel good.
The Mini 3 is great for that. Like, and I like vertical photo, portrait photos, like for Instagram.
Yeah,
it looks good. Like it looks really good. Like I like it, especially like when I'm near a building. Like the aspect ratio is pretty much on point.
I'm gonna start getting the heebies. We talk about vertical video much longer. Let me ask you about the controller. Have you had a chance to use both controllers with the Mini 3?
I have.
And what's the verdict on the range?
Here's what I think. I think the range is pretty much similar. I do find, here's what I do find. The RC is a lot more directional. If I even go like off axis, like away from the drone, like if I know the drone is like this way and I'm over here, you'll notice signal drop. So I don't think they are as omnidirectional as they could be. I think that if you want it the best possible, signal no matter what situation, the standard RC is the best, like the standard controller is the best bet. But if you want the best experience, you have to buy the one with the screen. It's a freemium. I mean, it's a give me at that point.
Yeah, and isn't it great? Screen recording, so easy.
I like it.
You used to have to force an app on.
I like how they decluttered it. Have you ever used the RC Pro or the Smart Controller?
No, I haven't.
So the RC Pro has sort of like half Android. You can download apps and things like that. But I was always like, I don't need applications. I'm just gonna use DJI's app. So why do I need access to anything? So I like that the only thing you can access is the settings menu and DJI's app. I like how they decluttered it. I think it's better, like more decluttered. It's more streamlined, I think.
Yeah, you
much
can't
more cleaner.
Mess it up, and that's good for some people. Let me shift gears again, and you and I, aside from having rageaholic moments, we have a lot in common. Our name, our good looks.
Yeah.
Right. I mean,
we're almost the same height.
Almost all that. I was born in Florida. You live in Florida.
Yeah.
And you and I had a similar idea, but you ramped it up. So I'm gonna play yours first. No, I'll play mine first. Okay, and then we'll go to yours because you stepped it up. So here's mine. My video where I attached a Mini 2 to my 5-inch quad. Check this out.
I'm going to strap this to this. This is a 6S FPV monstrosity. It can go 60, 70 miles an hour, maybe more. We'll see. So that's what we're going to do.
I was going for speed trials with it.
Oh my goodness. All right, call it out. Call out the speed. You ready?
Well, that IMU is just losing its
mind.
Oh my
God.
So I made a Mini 2 go 80 miles an hour, and that was fun. And then I saw a video that you did with the Mavic 3. You want to tell people what you did?
So I like the color out of the Mavic 3. I love the Mavic 3 camera, but I want it like that, dynamic FPV look.
Yeah.
So we strapped the Mavic 3 to my Sicario, and I gave the RC Pro to my buddy, and I was like, hey, we're going to try it a couple of different ways. We'll put it in FPV mode, but then I also want to put it in the standard, stabilized mode. And as I'm doing things, move the gimbal and see how it interacts. And it surprisingly did pretty good. It actually looks pretty decent.
It did turn out. It did turn out great. Was this your Mavic 3 or his?
No, this is mine.
Oh, okay.
I only risk my drones.
Okay. Well, you and I are different in that respect.
Yeah, I know.
All right.
Because I think it's karma. Like if I risk somebody else's drone, I know something bad is going to happen.
Yes,
if I do.
Yeah,
it never fails.
I'm in group to try to curb that. But here's your video.
We're going to put the Mavic 3 on top of the Sicario, and this should essentially work out pretty well. We're going to put the Mavic 3 into FPV mode, but the Sicario is going to do all the heavy lifting. I don't know how this is going to work, but we're going to find out. Should work pretty good, I would think. This would be cool to adjust it here.
I was hoping he would adjust it, look up at the tree canopy.
Oh, right.
He wasn't taking the hint though.
And you're looking at the FPV camera, so you don't know what he's seeing.
And I'm asking him, I'm like, yo, how is it looking? And he's like, he's totally immersed in it, and he's like, it's he's like, it's looking awesome.
Yeah. No, that was very good. Did we happen upon these ideas entirely alone by ourselves?
I think so. I sit up at night, like, cause like you get to the point, like, what else can we do? Like, what else can we do? I see stuff all the time. Like, I am a type of person that I see something and I don't necessarily take it personal with things, but like a lot of shade gets thrown towards creators for attempting things like this, or like if you break a drone, you get a lot of flack for it.
True.
But I've seen people do this. Like I saw Paul Nerkula. He did the same thing, with the Mini. So I think everybody is like curious, like, hey, what if I put a drone on a drone?
Right. Right.
And I think with the FPV stuff, it's sort of cool because the FPV modes that are on these drones by default aren't very impressive, right?
No.
Like, they're not impressive. They're not as freeing as they could be. I think one day maybe we'll see a Mavic have that option to be a little bit more freeing.
So I have a video from a viewer that I want to share, and when I read this, he mentions one of my videos that I had as a member bonus video, and I'll just warn anybody that has children or anybody that's adverse to bleeped profanity to just go ahead and plug your ears for a minute. It's a lot, and if you want to hear the unedited, unbleeped version, then become a member. We got one new member tonight. Speaking of which, before I play this, let's just go ahead and thank everybody that hopped aboard the train, because the super chat train did blow through a little bit ago. Let me thank everybody. Aviano Rob RC, $10. Thank you very much, sir. Jack Weiser, that's Bud's brother. You know Bud.
I know
Weiser.
Bud Bieber.
Yeah.
No,
$5. Thank you so much. Dynadrone. Thank you very much. Dynadrone says, "Hey Ken, I am here for a little bit. Got to burn down a house tonight." Okay, so for those who don't know, he's not an arsonist. He's a volunteer fireman. So they're going to burn down a house, a controlled burn. Have you ever filmed a controlled burn with a fire department? That's fun.
I have never. I want to. That would be pretty cool.
I've done it with a Phantom, but I want to do it with an FPV quad with titanium propellers.
Usually down here they don't do control burns like of houses and things like that.
Oh, they don't?
No, they burn down on their own with all the meth labs.
Oh yeah, okay. So they'll just spontaneously combust. So that's
they'll
nice.
just spontaneously.
Yeah. Up to Something just became a member. Thank you, Up to Something. That's very nice of you. Now you have access to all the membership content, of which Ken and I recorded some a little bit ago, and it is you're going to want to see that. You're going to want to see that. I didn't know you had a third nipple, Ken, but anyway,
it's there.
It's right there.
It.
10 Toes. Hey, buddy, do you remember 10 Toes from Spin Up?
I do.
Yeah,
he has 10 toes.
He has 10 toes, and he likes to show them off, and he's been a member for 14 months. Thank you very much, 10
there
Toes. Ken Torbeck, $5. Thank you. He says, "Did you hear there's a new divorce Barbie? It comes with all of Ken's accessories." Yes, of course. Did you get that your whole life? Where's Barbie? Did you get that?
Oddly, no. They were more fixated on my last name, so they left my first name alone. Like when you have a last name of Dono, it's like you can imagine, like
it's just endless.
It was endless.
Endless.
So they focused on my last name, which was fine.
Yeah, I actually dated a girl named Barbara for a couple weeks, and that was pure hell.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Thank you for being a member, Rotten Weather. Thank you very much. A member for 14 months, a member of the Pigeon Jerky Gang. Oh, we just got another new member. And D&D Aerial Views. I'm trying to backtrack here. Bill, thank you very much. Bill, he says, "Hey, everyone, this is the best place to be now in the membership corner." Thank you very much. And Keith, D&D Aerial Views, $5. Some of that gas money back. Oh, man. What's gas down in Florida now?
Last time I looked, $4.89.
Oh, that's reasonable.
Reasonable. How about by you? What's it like by you?
A little over 5 in places.
Oh,
yeah.
I'm trying to plan, because I'm going to go up to the Minefield event, and I'm
That's
trying to
right,
figure
you are.
So I'm trying to figure out, like, all right, what do I do? Do I drive or do I rent a car? Because you can't really fly into there. I mean, I guess you could. You could fly into Memphis.
There is a regional airport. If you're on a little, like, Buddy Holly killing plane, you can fly in there.
Okay.
But yeah. So you're going to be there.
I'm going to be at Minefield.
Bardwell's going to be there. The know-it-all, he's going to be there. Yep.
There you go.
Jason Shappert from RemotePilot101.com. Everybody's going to be there. It's going to be a good time. I've actually had a lot of people RSVP through the website, and I'm a little worried about space.
Really?
Yeah. If my sister and my niece and nephew are going to be there. Everybody's going to be there this year. Media Mike, thank you very much, Media Mike, for the $10. Double Ken TNL, all the thumbs up. Thank you, buddy. Steve Meyer, $5. Thank you very much, my friend. He has a little fox there saying ha ha ha. And Stephen Falcon has been a member for 2 Falcon months. We thank you very Falcon much. Now, to talk about a last name in high school. Must have got a lot of that. Have a nice Falcon day, Stephen. Appreciated that. He says, do I count as a Ken? Falcon. Sure, you can be a Ken.
An honorary Ken.
An honorary Ken. You know, everybody can be a Ken. You just, what are the requirements of being a Ken, Ken?
You got to have, you got to wear Converse.
Got to do that, yep.
We'll also accept Vans.
Yep, okay.
Vans or Converse.
So you have to be clean-shaven and or have a beard.
Either or.
Either one. Yep.
Tattoos.
Sure, got to have those.
Glasses, no contacts, because,
right.
If you say something stupid, you can always fall back on, hey, don't hit me. I'm a guy with glasses.
That's right. Also, you have to have an enormous personality.
Enormous personality.
Yep.
And a small attitude. Just small.
There you go. And then you can be an honorary Ken as well. Yep. Hey, thank you, Joseph Moreland Carter, for the 2-pounder. Appreciate it. He says, Ken, can you fly a kite with a drone? Just an idea. Ooh, I don't know. There's a lot of string involved with that. There might be something to it. I'll get with my science department. Artco, hey Art, $5. Thank you, Art, in Colorado. He says, what's a honeymoon salad? Lettuce alone without any dressing. Oh, Art. Joe Blaylock, 1234, 1234. He says, was late. What did I miss? You missed nothing, my friend. You can always go back and watch.
Watch it again.
That's right. Old Farts with Drones. Hey, Old Fart. New member. He just became a member. I think when he was on Bill's stream last night, I believe. Thank you very much for becoming a new member. So that's 2 new members. Our goal is 3 new members. We just need 1 more member for that. Joseph Crane sent $5. Thank you very much. Great show, Kens. Love you guys. And with that, that is the caboose. Thank you, everybody.
That is it.
That's it. You can
bring it up the rear.
You can continue to send in your super chats.
Continue.
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 Yes. Do you know? I guess you do, Ken. You know about the kenetration, right?
The kenetration?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you have a couple kids, so you know.
Yeah. I know all about the kenetration.
Yeah.
It's very connective.
It is connective. And now in my earlier days, I did need a little bit of penicillin now and then.
Yep. I'm pretty sure I'm going to get a conniption.
Yeah. Oh, God. You know all of Ken puns. Of course you do. Of course you do.
Yeah, right. Of course.
Of course. All right. So this is from Tom from H4 Services LLC. He says, hey, Ken.
Okay.
Hope all is well with you. Before I say anything else, I wanted to tell you that I laughed my ass off watching the uncensored member video of you trying to calibrate the compass on the Swan VTOL drone. Great stuff. It reminded me that we should always mix some fun in with our regular work. Now, I'm going to share an edited little version of this. Again, if you're offended by bleeped profanity, then cover your precious little ears and clutch your pearls, because here's a little bit of that member video.
Da 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 da. Do 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 do. All right. Completed. Incomplete. Do we do this? What do we do? What do you want me to do, you fucking motherfucker? What do you want? This way? Is that what I'm doing here? Is that what I'm doing? You fucking sucking. It doesn't show you what it wants you to do. Incomplete. You fucking sucker. Compass calibration failed. All right, let's try it one more time. And then I'm gonna light this on fire. Is it this maybe? I'll just keep doing this. Is that it?
It's like a monkey.
You suck mother. It doesn't tell me.
Oh, I hate this
you
drone.
sorry ass motherfucker.
Oh, I do. Oh shit.
You. F you and your fucking. What, this way? It doesn't have a direction. Jason's reading the directions. Which way does it go?
Check this out.
Damn you, fucking piece of shit, motherfucker.
Oh,
With
no.
your fucking calibrate me.
That's the worst.
Why don't you come pre-calibrated? F you! F you! F you!
So there's my rage.
If anybody ever complains of like my F-bombs ever, you exceeded me. You beat me. You beat me. that right there is the single record. Like, that was the Joe Pesci of drone breakdowns right there.
Oh, they'll
like,
F you in the drive-thru. Yeah. But I tried to refer to the instructions and they're in Chinese.
I'm crying.
It just made it so much worse. It just made it so much worse.
But I've had that happen. You get these drones, and then I'm like, I go to refer to the instructions, and it's in Mandarin. And I'm like,
right.
But it's the stupidest thing.
Right. Or the menu comes pre-Mandarin, and you have to change it. But how do you change the menu, the language in the menu without knowing the language that it's defaulted to?
Oh, and it's terrible. But you know, so it's funny. There's an app that you can scan text. And it'll translate the text.
Yeah, it'll do augmented reality in real time.
I do that, and I'll scan it, and it's like, and it'll tell me what it says. I'm like, okay, but let me tell you, it still takes a long time after you translate it to figure out where the menu changed. But my V-copter came in Mandarin. When they sent it to me, it was in Mandarin, and I'm just like, what do I do? What do I do with this? It took me.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for mentioning that, Tom. And he goes on, he says, so when I was editing a promo for a local triathlon this weekend, I just couldn't let it go when I saw an athlete get a little mixed up on his way to the finish line. I had to have some fun with it. All music is certified crap-free by Epidemic Sound. Links in the description, by the way. So here it is. It's a short little video of a triathlon runner guy.
Triathlon is a sport that involves endurance, serious training, dedication, and a rock-solid mindset. Let's take a glimpse into the mind of a triathlete as he approaches the finish line. Oh man, tough race, but I'm almost there. But I can see the beer truck. Oh, there's the beer truck. Yes. Oh, wait, I gotta finish. Okay, wait, here we go. Cross the mat, yes. Whew, okay, finish line. Here we go. Finish line. Come on, man, it got hot today. Whew. All right, here we go. Finish line. Yes. All right, I did it. Yay! Where's that beer truck?
You know where the beer truck is, don't you, Ken?
Always.
Thank you, Tom, for sending that.
First thing I look for.
If you want to send in a video, again, get creative with it. I don't just pick the best videos, in my opinion. You send it, I'll share it. Especially like you newbies, you want to send in you figuring out FPV, send it to me. Ken Heron Upload at gmail.com. We're all learning and growing together all the time, aren't we, Ken?
Oh, yes. We are learning and we are growing.
We're learning and we're growing. We're finding out.
We're sharing. We're caring.
We are sharing and caring, and we're finding out about our bodies.
Yes. Do you have any music that could go along with that?
Oh, I do.
All right, good.
The more you know.
Wait.
All right, so this is from Joe Fodoleo, and he says, hello, Ken. I've been putting in some stick time in full manual mode. Loving it. I love to hear that.
Joe's a good guy. Joe's a good guy. For an entire year, I butchered his name.
Fodoleo?
An entire year, I butchered his name.
What were you saying?
Fotolia, Fotoloa. I mean, I called him every name but his actual name.
I think it's pronounced Fodoleo, right?
Fotoleo.
Fodoleo?
Fodoleo?
It's Italian. Fodoleo, yeah.
Hey, Fodoleo.
Yeah.
Hey,
I'm walking over here.
Joey.
He says, here's a video just ripping around the hood. Looking forward to Minefield and meeting so many people in the community. See you then. Joe, what's the last name? Ken?
Fotoleo.
Yeah. So here he is with his DJI POS. I mean FPV. And that's what you do when you start out. You go up way high so you can do
way
these
high. You go way high.
maneuvers so that if you make a mistake, you can recover in time without hitting one of your neighbors here. And I rip on it all the time, but I make fun of it. It's a good learning drone.
It's brought a lot of people to the hobby and to the community.
Absolutely, yes.
It's honestly done more good than bad.
Absolutely, yes. I would agree with that. And the main reason is because it has that pause button. It's like, I'm making a mistake. I'm falling,
It gives people a second chance. And you think about it, like so many people weren't interested in FPV, and then this drone came out, and they're like, wow, I could actually do this. And I could do this in I could learn it in, a few days.
Yeah, and
which I think is pretty cool.
It is cool, and it's fast, and it'll do flips. How close are the flavors of acro to an actual an acro drone? Is it weird acro? I found it to be a little weird.
I think it's a little weird. I mean, I spent like days fine tuning the rates and like figuring out how it flies. What I've come to the conclusion, it's a good cinematic drone. Like you could get like really nice long distance range, good cinematic stuff.
Mm-hmm.
If you use my FPV helmet on my Etsy store, link in the video description below. Shameless plug.
Okay.
But it's it's good. Like it's great. Like what other drone can you send out almost 2.5-3 miles and say to myself, wow, I'm not going to fail safe. And oh, by the way, it's going to accurately come back to me. And, you can hit those mountain dives or, as long as you don't exceed 1,600 feet, because that's as high as you can fly.
Yeah.
But I mean, you can do all those things and it works really well.
It does work well, but, don't be afraid of, an actual FPV quad, like a 5-inch or something, because you can set it up.
No, you can get them.
It has a pause button. Just hit angle mode if you're in trouble. And I always forget that too, by the way. I'm like, I hit something, I'm like, I'm tumbling. Yeah. I always forget to hit.
I don't have angle on any of mine, just
because it'll just straighten it right out.
Well, what's funny is my RC, I've gotten to the point now where I'm landing in my hands. I'm able to take my goggles off and land them in my hands. I've gotten to the point where, I feel comfortable doing that, like flying line of sight for the quad, and I can land them in my hands, and I can land it. I can come close enough, disarm, and let it drop.
Oh, wait, without taking the goggles off?
No, taking the goggles off. I will not. No.
See, I
take the goggles off.
I'll land it near me, and because I'm old, and when I go down to pick something up, I make that old people noise. You're like,
yeah.
I don't want to pick it up, so I'll arm it and just zoots it up, and then disarm it and catch it like that.
Oh yeah. I've seen people do that.
But yeah,
nothing wrong with that.
Yeah,
that still counts.
Oh, it does. Okay, all right, good.
That still counts.
All right.
It's like kicking the skateboard up. Like how the skateboarders kick the tail and flip it up.
So cool. So that's what
that is.
So I look pretty cool when I'm doing that.
I didn't say that. I just said it's acceptable.
Okay. All right. By the way, and I think this is the first time I'm mentioning it, I've got stickers. Stickers, you say?
Stickers. I like stickers. Yes, I do.
And I'll be giving these out at Minefield. I don't know if you can even see it. It's kind of small. But it says Heron Slap on it. It's a little 2-inch sticker. And Ken and I, we're going to be slapping these on.
We have a challenge.
Yes.
People.
And what is that challenge?
The challenge is that you get a sticker. You're going to stick it to the bottom, peel the backside, and you have to stick it on the water tower with your drone.
Yeah.
Not at the base of it, but at the top of the water tower.
On the side or on the top?
Ooh, I think we should go for the side this year. You have to tap the side of the water tower, and it's dangerous because if you screw this up, you could end up in the moat.
That's also true.
You could end up in the moat.
It is difficult to sticker slap for the first time.
It is difficult. You got to, we're going to try.
All right. So again, that's Minefield, and that is Saturday, August the 20th.
August 20th.
Minefield. All right. So be there. Everybody else.
Tennessee.
Brownsville, Tennessee. That's right.
Brownsville, Tennessee.
All right. So I have 2 more videos to share.
Okay.
But first, I get a little worn out from time to time on the show, because I'm old and everything. And I didn't have my nap today. I didn't have my Metamucil, my Ensure. My dentures are loose. All the old people tropes.
Yeah, of course.
So what I think I need now, just to recenter, is I need to step into the Razz chamber.
Okay.
The Razz chamber. And, you know, this particular Razz chamber has one of those doors like on those tubs with the doors. So you have to get in first, then put the Razz in. Yes.
Huh.
Everything is perfectly wonderful here in the Razz. That boil on your ass will be cured.
I think it's an ant bite.
That sty you're developing, just dip your head under and it'll be fine.
Oh.
The Razz cures everything. There are no rules here in the Razz.
That's
except
good.
for one. Ken, do you know what rule that is?
No farting. No farting.
There is no farting in the Razz chamber. Now sit back and enjoy.
Isn't it weird? Like there's two guys in the Razz like this.
Flying Flynn Media, you dirty bird, Flying Flynn. Flying Flynn Media. We just said, didn't we just say, Ken? We just said what the rule was. It's almost as if he was flouting the rule.
Flagellant.
Flouting. Yes, you and I were in the Razz, and I believe there was other people in there, right? I mean, it wasn't just us.
Somebody touched my groin.
That would be weird. That wasn't me. That wasn't me.
Good. I'm just double checking.
Yeah, I think that was Drone Slot.
Maybe.
Yeah, it's totally him. You know how he is. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So I have a video from John Jones, and I think this is the first video that he has ever sent in, and I appreciate you doing that, John. Thank you. And he says, Ken, this was my first time flying over water. Do you still get the nervous when you're flying over water? I noticed you did that with your big quad with the Mavic 3 on it. You don't?
I've come to the conclusion that flying drones over the water is the equivalent of playing poker. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose.
You just have to risk it for the biscuit.
You got to risk it for the biscuit.
You do. All right. Yeah. Well, he sent in this video. It's a lovely short little video. He says, this is only like my 10th short flight. Very much a newbie. I'm loving the hobby, and thank you for showing me the way. This was shot on an original Mavic Mini. This is in Mohawk, Michigan. Thank you for sharing my submission. And I love watching TNL every week. John Jones.
Making me want to pee.
Yeah, thanks for mentioning that.
How you doing over there?
I'm all right. I shared a secret with Ken in the beginning.
I know. I want to go on going on a road trip with you. We'd never stop.
That's true. Thank you very much for saying that. Yeah, Ken. Yeah, I think our cycles would get on the same schedule. Hopefully, if we ever did go a road trip,
we'd have to do a road trip.
Yeah. Okay, so now I have the viewer video of the week. And it is pretty good. And it's the prize is provided by freewellgear.com. Go to freewellgear.com to get your ND filters. Have you gone there? They make really good filters.
They stopped talking to me.
Did they really?
Yeah. You know what they kept doing? They would send product. And they would be like, hey, is that video review done? And I'm like, for what? And they would reference the product. I'm like, you didn't ask me about making a video. I'm like, I don't like that. Like when people send you something and they're like, hey, and they just expect, like a video. And it was stuff like they already had, like it was Osmo Pocket 2 stuff.
Oh.
So I sort of, went Altel Evo 2 8K on them. And then they were like, well, fine, we're never sending you anything.
Okay. Again. Well, everybody but Ken loves freewellgear.com. So,
I love Freewell, but they don't talk to me. It's not that I don't like them. I didn't like that instance. I didn't like where,
right.
Show me where Freewell touched you type
right,
of thing.
Show me on the doll. I got you.
Yeah.
Well, Freewell Gear does make quality products.
They do.
And when you go there and you get something, tell them Ken sent you. This one, not that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tell them that one. Or you can tell them I sent you, and then maybe they'll forgive me. I don't know.
Yeah, or that.
Reverse psychology.
Yeah. So the winner this week of the filters from freewellgear.com is Nick Sanders.
Hey!
Congratulations, Nick Sanders. He says, hey, Ken, hope you're good. Just a very quick one this time. I've been fortunate enough to be able to work from home since COVID and have a garden office in the shed, and I call it shed quarters. Now, did he win because of the awesome pun? Maybe. Shed quarters. He said, whilst painting it, I thought I'd make a key upgrade ready for the future. So here is the winner of this week's viewer video of the week. It's shed quarters. Enjoy. That's a nice shed quarters.
I like it.
Oh, look. It's got a helipad on his shed quarters.
That's a mighty fine shed.
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
Recovery is easy and convenient. Watch how easy it is. And convenient. All you have to do is get the ladder, unfold it, go up on the roof, grab the drone, hop off the roof, climb down the ladder, put the ladder away.
As easy as that.
It's as easy as that. Now, of course, you could have just landed the drone down on your hand, but no. But then
in your hand,
then you wouldn't need the helipad, right?
But if you tattooed an H on the palm of your hand,
oh, somebody's gonna do that.
Tattoo an H on the palm of your hand, and Ken will give you Freewell filters for life. Not this Ken, but that Ken.
I will. I tell you what. If anybody tattoos a landing pad on their hand, I will give you Freewell filters.
Oh,
guaranteed.
What if instead of a landing pad they tattooed your logo?
If you tattoo my logo on your hand, I will give you Freewell filters and more Freewell filters. Boom. It's that easy. It's that easy. All right, there was something else. Oh, yes. We've got to talk about remotepilot101.com. Ken, how long ago did you take your Part 107 test?
It has been since 2018. 2018.
I took mine so early that the airport where I took my test didn't even know what the hell I was talking about. They're like, you want to do what? It was 2016, and I was like,
wow.
I think I was the first one there. But remotepilot101.com, that's the place where you can find this guy, this dreamboat, Jason Shepard. And he will be at Minefield. You can meet him. You can touch his 2 watches. And you can sneak up behind him and give him a sniff, because he's a good-smelling dude, that guy. He probably smells better than Bob Newhart.
I don't know, dude. I got to grab this beer.
Okay, you got to do it. He's going for beer number 3. RemotePilot101.com. It's a video course. It will teach you everything about METARs and sectional charts and everything that you need to know to become a legalified, certified Part 107 pilot and make money legally with your drone. Use Heron 18 to get 30% off. And once you've completed that, it's just a little hop, skip, and a jump to manned pilot land. You can just take a little bit more training at m0a.com. So, remotepilot101.com. It's easy peasy. I did not think that I was going to be able to retain the information, but I'll be damned if I didn't. It's because of Jason Shepard and his video courses. Again, Heron 18.
His 2 watches.
His 2 watches. One is Greenwich Mean Time. The other is whatever the hell time he wants it to be. But it's time you went to remotepilot101.com. Love you, mean it. All right. And now here's Ken with an interpretive dance.
There was no music. Be fair, there was no music.
Oh, I can give you some interpretive.
Can you give me some salsa? Let me move my speakers out so I can actually hear.
Salsa?
Like you got like salsa or something? What do you got?
Well, let's see. You know what? This might be a good opportunity to go to Epidemic Sound. Let's go ahead and just see if because we want to properly motivate salsa. Let's see. Oh, we've got all kinds of. Let's just go the first one and see what they got here. Oh, yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, Ken Dono. Shake it. Shake that thing.
Rico, rico, rico. Y como
There you go. That's what you came for, ladies. That's what you came for. Woo! Woo! All right.
I'm out of energy.
Oh, you're out, man. That was fantastic.
I'm gassed.
And you're from Florida, so you know you've learned all that stuff in Miami, no doubt.
For sure.
Man, that's genuine salsa dancing right there.
Yeah.
How old are you, Ken?
36.
You're fine. You're fine. You can down another beer and salsa in 5 minutes. You'll be all right.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Is there anything else that I forgot to mention, forgot to do? Ken, is there anything you would like to mention? Anything that you would like to talk about before we go?
Trying to think. Honestly,
what do you got coming up? What do you got coming up on your channel that people can subscribe to and for?
We got a couple of more mini videos. I'm not trying to beat the mini content into the ground. I'd like to get back into the FPV stuff a little bit more. So I think that's probably what we'll transition to. Honestly, a lot of tutorials, a lot of real estate. I'm really hell bent on teaching people how to make money and become sufficient on their own using drones and cameras. Holy shit, I'm out of breath. I am so sorry, guys.
That's really handy stuff. And they say if you have a hangover, it's the hair of the dog. You need more beer, right?
You probably should.
So if you're worn out from salsa, you probably need more salsa. Huh. Yeah! Here we go! Woo! Woo! Yeah! All right. He's gonna sit his chair. I'm sorry, Ken. All right. Well,
good Lord, man.
I guess that's about it. Let's go ahead and wrap this thing up.
We hope you enjoyed the show half as much as you would have if it had been twice as good.
Oh my goodness, what a great time with you, Ken Dono. Thank you very much. Check out Original Dobo. The link's in the description. Thank you for co-hosting. And Jeff Sills with the news. And Brennan Edwards. All of his links are in the description. We wish him the best of luck with his new family member and all of his moguldom. Thanks, everybody, for supporting this show as you usually do. I really, really do appreciate it. I'm going to continue to do this each and every week for as long as I possibly can until I keel over one night live on the stream. We'll talk to you later. Bye.
And bye.
pigeon jerky, the kettle like a processed meat. Enjoy pigeon jerky, and you'll give your family a treat. Establish nutrition to help them grow, and it's full of fiber to make them go. You'll enjoy pigeon jerky, a kettle like a processed meat. Yeah. That was so funny.
You'll enjoy Thursday Night Live with Ken Heron and Kelly, Jeff and Ashley too. There'll be fun and quizzes and Kelly's misses. The bird is the word in the news. It's the #1 live stream, it's got pizzazz. There's only one rule, don't fart in the Razz. If you think it's funny, super chat some money, 'cause TNL is here for you. Yeah!